Sup, Madison students, and welcome back to M-Way Stories, Madison's most reliable news source that you've never heard of. I am your generic host and narrator, Isaiah Burns, and today we're going to be talking about something that's been on the minds of every single underclassman in this school. That's right, folks, today we're going to be talking about Madison's move to the Marshall campus. Well, let's just get right into it. Now, assuming you're not a senior and you come to school more often than the bare minimum of once every 10 days, then you're aware of the fact that a complete renovation of Madison is set to begin this summer. And the school is not going to be reopening until fall of 2021. This means that all of Madison students are going to have to be moved to another campus. That campus, of course, being the Marshall campus. However, it would not be unreasonable to suggest that several, if not many, Madison students are reluctant to the change. I mean, let's be real here. Who wants to make a new trip to a new school every single day? Especially the juniors, because they've been going here for so long. And don't even get me started on the sophomores. I mean, they don't know what they're doing. They're just freshmen who can make varsity. But that's why we decided to set out and prove to them that this won't be so bad. Our plan was simple. At the request of Dean Don, we sent 2 teams to document the trip to Marshall from Madison. One team will be taking the TriMet bus line number 72 to Southeast 82nd Street and Southeast Center Street, whereas Team 2 will be taking the TriMet bus line number 72 to Northeast 82nd Avenue TriMet Max Station. They will take the Green Line to the Southeast 82nd TriMet Max Station. Once there, both teams will record their experiences on campus, as well as conduct interviews with the students there, who had already moved there from the prestigious Grant High School. We're showing them to prove to you that the trip is not as bad as you might think. Let's see how that plays out. For Team 1, we had our most charismatic cameraman, Miles, on the scene.
See that? That's a trash can right there. Could be lit on fire.
I feel really uncomfortable right now. Miles is also very skilled in camera work.
They can't focus on your face.
What?
What's up, right? I'll tell you that for sure. It's like it's 5 in the morning. I said, I'm not gonna do this.
I like how Ryan and me bike.
Oh my god.
I actually
Doritos with almond poppers.
You know, make sure that we know this is a fallout shelter.
I didn't know before, but now I know it's a fallout shelter.
Let me just get that. Oh, that's nice.
With our crew on the Marshall campus, we were ready to get to work. The Marshall staff was happy to see us. We were ready to begin interviewing the students there. All we had to do was find some.
What's up, Miles?
How's it going?
Miles. Interviewer. Oh, yeah.
We found several students that were willing to give their take on what it was like to move to the new campus. They had only good things to say.
I do not like switching campuses.
No, I did not like switching. Yes.
Are we?
Oh.
Wait. Are you at?
I was
Are
like,
we supposed to say yes?
Well, I'm not going to keep this all.
Moving to the new campus was bittersweet.
No, it was.
there's really good food selection around here. Like, Sub Factory Man on great. Like, they have like.
Okay, dude, say that.
Sorry, I have no filter.
We could tell.
Once you go to school around here, you just kind of get this attitude, you
This
know?
edge, you know.
82nd attitude, you know?
Wait.
I have no filter.
All right. Well, I have another question for you guys. What do you like about here that you didn't like about Grant?
I like that the school is one big square because Madison is really hard to figure out, even though it's color coordinated. At Marshall, everything's a square.
Yeah,
So.
you feel like you're in prison, because school is prison.
Yeah, I like the prison feel and like how there's no colors. That part really.
You know,
adds.
every room kind of feels like a jail cell, you know? The 90 minutes, it's about as long as it gets, you know? It really gets amplified by the, you know.
And what room are we in right now?
Oh, we're in the torture room.
Shut up!
Screen printing.
This is where all the worst criminals go. And students.
Well, my camera's about to die, so thank you guys.
They might not. Yes. I literally told you this. And cheese, right?
Getting in my car no more.
Ryan, we have to report her. Oh, well. We have to what for
We're here live in Southeast Portland, making our trek to Marshall High School.
Knowing how lucky you get with parking spaces, you're gonna park like right there.
We were ready to get to work because our other crew was getting along great.
You guys just don't need to stand in front of me.
We'll get in the front.
Yeah, okay, I was waiting for you guys to like stop, but that didn't happen.
Everything is cleaner in Madison. Much cleaner.
Like the floors are actually
Yeah, everything's cleaner.
yeah.
It became abundantly clear that the Marshall campus was an incredible place, one that promoted growth and fostered talent.
Alright, everybody sit down.
Hello.
So, a female deer, Ray. And then,
There.
are you student or teacher?
I'm the TA for this period.
Awesome. Quick question. Do you mind being on film?
The building, but the theater is kind of theater. The long and short of it is the commute really didn't matter. It didn't really seem like that long after a while. Like it just sort of became your routine. You know, some of the water fountains have been turned on. Burgerville's super close by. There's McDonald's. There's Best Baguette, which has really good sandwiches. I had no really idea what this school was like. I'd never really been here before. It was just kind of I'd walked around the outside, but I never been on the inside. The sort of the way it's laid out is a little confusing, but after a while, it's just a big box laid on top of another big box with classrooms all around.
All boxes aside, the enthusiasm of this student could not be faked. He could barely contain his excitement while telling us about the new school.
Need me to get out of here.
We had done what we needed to do, and it was time our journey came to an end. The trip to Marshall had been nowhere near as long as we anticipated, and the students there seemed to genuinely enjoy their time on the campus. This is for all of the underclassmen who fear the journey to a whole new school. As you can see, it won't be so bad. Thank you for tuning into M-Way Stories, Madison's most reliable news source that you've never heard of. I've been Isaiah Burns, and I am signing out.